All right, let's have a quick talk. There are a lot of people out there right now spouting out a lot of untruths about your investing. And sometimes it's hard to tell if it's inside out advice or not. Sort of like this shirt. So let me break it down for you. Let me tell you what they're telling you, and let me tell you the truth. For example, there are people out there right now telling you that a 30-year mortgage is better than a 15-year mortgage. They're telling you that a 30-year mortgage has a lower monthly payment, and therefore you have the opportunity to invest more money every single month. They tell you that that 15-year mortgage isn't as good as it sounds. Well, let me tell you why they're wrong. Let's just do this mathematically. Let's say that you decide to get a 30-year mortgage and I decide to get a 15-year mortgage. We both are paying on a house worth about $500,000 a year. Let's just do the math and see who wins this race. If you're paying a 30-year mortgage and I'm paying a 15-year mortgage, I am paying about $350 a month more than you are on the house to try to pay it off quicker. You're saving about $350 a month that you can then turn around and invest. That makes sense. Let's say that you invest your $350 a month at 10% interest, which is about the rate of return on the stock market. At the end of 15 years, not 30 years. Let's compare 15 to 30 because I'm only paying for 15 years. You're paying for 30. So let's just see where we are at the end of 15 years. At the end of 15 years, if you invest $350 a month at 10% interest, you are going to have $125,677 sitting in your investment account, which is awesome. However, you also still owe 15 years on your mortgage. Now let's see what's happening with me. So let's say that I'm paying a 15-year mortgage on that $500,000 house. First of all, that $500,000 house, after 15 years, let's just say it grows 1% a year. Houses appreciate a lot quicker than that. But after about 15 years, if it's growing about 1% a year, I'll ballpark it and say I've made $100,000 on the house. It'll actually be more than that. But let's just say at the end of 15 years, my $500,000 house is now worth $600,000. So at the end of 15 years, you have $125,677 plus 15 years still on a mortgage, and I have a house worth $600,000. And now, let's say that I spend the next 15 years investing what I was putting into my mortgage, $3,000 a month, where you're still putting in $350 a month. At the end of 30 years now, I have a house worth $600,000. I also now have $1.24 million. That is just if I start investing 15 years from now. So in 30 years, I have $1.84 million, and in 30 years, you got $1.28. What's more?